हैं बादा मस्त बादा आशा में अहमदियत चलता है दौर मीना ओ जाम अहमदियत.
Guys, we're gonna have a like Zaria, we're gonna have a lazy one, just like he's having a lazy one at home. I think we've been having like quite long Khuddam nights recently because we're getting more and more people involved. So the schedule is growing. So inshallah, the plan from next month is that we're gonna manage that. Instead of having everything the same each week, spread it out over the month. So it's a bit shorter. I think with the timings of namaz as well, like everything is coming closer together. So we should spread it out, keep it a bit interesting as well. So today that the agenda is not too big. It's more going to be around discussion and a bit light-hearted and light-mooded. So we're going to have Friday talks, Friday sermon catch up with I think it's Imran today. So I'm Imran. Imran, you okay? Do you go, Imran?
I think I'm gonna be there.
MashaAllah. Anas, we
I
got.
haven't. Sorry, I haven't received the summary yet.
Acha.
I'm
Kash-
just waiting for Zishan to send it.
Is Zishan on? Zishan, are you on? Dana, is Zishan on today?
I'm going to check my WhatsApp. Give me a minute.
Kashif, are you here?
Wal Islam, yes, I am.
Did you manage to send the Friday sermon?
Right now, okay, let me do it. Wait.
We can just share it from your side. Is that okay? Can you share it from your screen?
Okay, wait.
Are you on laptop?
Let me see. Wait. Okay. Can I just do the thing? Because I'm on my phone right now. My laptop's turned off. It'll take time. I'll just do it from my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Imran's literally going to be reading from the first time. Then after the Friday sermon, we're gonna watch a short video from the mental health program that's gonna come up. There's 2 promotional videos which are really good, which we can all learn from. It's happening Saturday at 6:30, which is tomorrow, and a few of you have confirmed already for it. And then after that, we're gonna play Kasotti. I don't know if anyone's played Kasotti before out of you guys, but it's a really fun game, just to test your. Busy.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hazur, this Friday sermon discussed about Hazrat Usman radiallahu anhu. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Aidul Taliban stated that today I'm going to narrate about the incidents and different wars they were fought in the era of Hazrat Usman radiallahu anhu. Tabaristan was conquered in the 30th year and in Hijrah. History records that when Muslims defeated the French and the Barbars, they gathered in front of the Emperor Constantine and raised such massive army against Muslims which had never been seen before. The army consists of 500 ships. By the grace of Allah, Muslims were able to overpower this army in the leadership of Hazrat Amir Muawiyah. Armenia and Khorasan were conquered in the 31st year after Hijrah. Various areas of modern days Afghanistan were overtaken in the 32nd year. Similarly, some of the subcontinent in Sindh and Balochistan was under Islamic rule in the time of Hazrat Usman. Hazrat Aisha Raziyatallah narrated that the Holy Prophet once said to Hazrat Usman that is it possible that Allah will provide you a shirt to wear? If people try to take it away from you, do not let them do so. This prophecy was about his Khilafat and the opponent he will face. History records that many trials and tribulation for Muslims took rooting during the Khilafat of Hazrat Usman radiallahu anhu. Hazrat Muslim Maud radiallahu anhu has explained these incidents in detail. He has explained that both of these righteous individuals, Hazrat Usman and Hazrat Ali, are amongst the earliest followers of Islam. To question their honesty, integrity, and taqwa is equivalent to allegation upon Islam. These righteous individuals and their close confidant are blameless and free from all such wrong accusations. Moreover, Hazrat Muslim Maud has explained that some claim that the reason of these tribulation and infighting was Hazrat Usman innovations. Of others claim that Hazrat Ali was plotting to get his hand on the seat of Khilafat. These accusations are far from the truth. In reality, there were other causes and other plotters. Hazrat Usman was such a pure individual and had served Islam so much that the Holy Prophet ﷺ had stated that he can do whatever he pleases and Allah will not call him to account. This meant that he had become so pious that none of his action can be against the will of God. Similar was the case of Hazrat Ali, that none of his action was against Allah's will. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Aidat Allah bin Yasir mentioned the plans and plots that were devised against Islam and companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ in this era. These were done by Jews who were against Islam and were aided by Muslim or weak faith. Similarly, Hazur Anwar answered in details the allegation that leveled against Hazrat Usman Raziyallahu anhu. The center of these plotters was Kufa. However, certain incident also took place in Medina, which shows the depth of the influence. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih mentioned some individuals who have recently passed away. One, Abu Qadir Sahib of Peshawar. He was martyred by gunshots while gathered with members of Jamaat for Zohar prayer. He loved Khilafat Ahmadiyya dearly and was a very fond of the Tabligh, which often resulted in his opposition to Akbar Ali Sahib. He was a prisoner in the way of Allah. He, he passed away in Sheikhupura jail on February 16 due to a heart attack. He was brave and pious individual. Third, Khalid Bhatti Sahib. He was serving Naib Sadr Ansarullah and served in different departments of Tariqa Jadid. He was ready to serve Jamaat and was very kind to his children. And fourth, Mubarak Ahmad Tahir Sahib. He was dedicated his life in 1930 and served Jamaat for over 50 years in different capacity. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Aidatana bin Nasr Aziz narrated his pious qualities and attributes. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Kashif. I thought Imran was going to read it, but Imran, you can do it next week, inshallah. We'll try to send it out a lot quicker next time. I just want to go to Umar. Umar, you know, Huzur said at the end of his Friday sermon about Peshawar. So I know, because your family's from Peshawar as well, and speaking to your dad, you know, it's a very difficult situation there right now. So what's the feelings for you guys, like in your household and talking to your dad? I know you're probably related to quite a few of those people who passed away recently as well, gone shaheed.
Yeah.
So what's like the feeling around people, our Ahmadi brothers in Peshawar?
I mean, for anyone, not just in Peshawar, but it's obviously upsetting to see your own family member be in this sort of the condition. We've been suffering with persecution for many years, especially in Peshawar. My own grandfather, a few years ago, was also shaheed. Just recently, ever since the rise of persecution in Peshawar has risen, a few months ago, the first martyr in Peshawar, it was my very own uncle. Then after that, it had increased. So it's obviously sad to see like what's happening in Peshawar. So yeah.
Yeah. Did your dad know these people that Azur has been mentioning?
Majority of them, as I said, so um, the ones who's been martyred quite recently, yes. As I said, also one of them has been my uncle, so my mamu.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's very sad. Because obviously in Peshawar, I think a lot of you guys know each other quite well. You know who the Ahmadis are and things. And I was even speaking to Sadr Saab Wolverhampton, who's also from Peshawar. He was saying from his family, a lot of people are leaving there and going to Rabwa, leaving their homes and leaving all their works and their clinics, as was mentioned, to come down to Rabwa. So Rabwa's, it was a big
I
blessing.
think in Rabwa, they're what's the word? So in Rabwa, they're assisting the Ahmadis that are coming from Peshawar and giving them like their accommodation. So yeah,
That's amazing. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, just guys, as Azul keeps saying, literally at the end of his last few Friday sermons, he carries on saying, no matter what the khutbah is about, he always gives time to pray for Pakistan. And it's so important to remember them in your prayers. Have one or two, one sajda at least, just say a few words and pray to Allah for the situation in Pakistan. Peshawar has gone crazy. One person was telling me like they're starting to get these young people, and they train them up, and they're so heartless that even when the police ask them, "Did you do it?" and they say yes, like straight up, and they have no remorse or no feelings against what they did, because they've been told since they were kids that Ahmadis are Muslims and they're wajib al-qatl. They're meant to be killed, and you'll get rewards for killing them. So this is like the situation now in Peshawar. That's Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya. We're brought up to have sentiments for other people, even if no matter who they are, we still have some sort of remorse for them, and we pray for them and pray for our enemies. But unfortunately, on the other side, people who are calling themselves Muslims in these countries, Peshawar, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, and other areas in the world, they're brought up to only hate other people. So that's why Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya is like a really huge blessing that we're all able to come together. I think I read last week as well why Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya was set up by Khalifa Sani Rizwan, was to make sure the youth gain closeness to the Jamaat and gain closeness to Allah. And that's exactly what we are trying to do in Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya. Jazakallah Amir for that contribution. We're now just going to play a short video, just 2 videos on mental health, something which is really topical these days. And as I said, there's going to be a program about it tomorrow at 6:30. I think it'll be on Teams. So I don't think many of Anis's Atfal will join that. But guys, do try to join that. It's going to be so interesting. And I've already spoken to a few people about it who are organizing it. And it seems like it's going to be something quite popular around the country. So I want as many people as from the West Midlands and the Midlands in general to try and join. It'll be good to have some representatives from our side. So I'll just play this quickly, and then inshallah we'll go into play Kasotti today, inshallah. And Umar is an expert now on Kasotti. He'll just explain to you how it works, and inshallah we'll try to play together. But I'll play this video first. So this is part 1, and there's a part 2 as well.
2020 will forever be the year when the world came to a seeming halt. Stay home, slow down, appreciate what you have. All the catchphrases coming towards us from every direction in order to keep us safe from a deadly pandemic. But at the same time, extended lockdowns have laid bare another worldwide health crisis, that of mental health. Even before the pandemic, studies estimated that more than 1 in 10 people, or almost 11% of the world's population, lived with a mental disorder. More disturbingly, around 1 in 5 of the world's children and adolescents have a mental disorder. 1 person dies from suicide every 40 seconds. And the global economy loses $1 trillion in productivity due to depression and anxiety every year. Yet, even knowing all this, the stigma around mental health is still prevalent. We use words like crazy or lost the plot for disorders rather than understanding what mental health means. So what does it mean? Every single person has mental health. The World Health Organization describes good mental health as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. But of course, we all have times of feeling down or stressed, where we worry about the everyday life. While after we can get over these worries, sometimes they can linger, causing depression, anxiety, or panic. At the far end of the mental health continuum, our worries or traumas or imbalances in our brain can develop into more serious problems, causing long-term mental health disorders. The impact of deteriorating mental health is global. Depression is one of the leading causes of disability, affecting almost 300 million people. There are many factors that can affect our mental health. Genetic, environmental, and social influence how we feel. Scientists also believe that mental illnesses result from problems with the communication between neurons in the brain, which can cause depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, and other disorders. Environmental factors including poor nutrition and exposure to toxins, which can increase likelihood of developing a mental illness. Social factors can range from abuse and neglect to death of a family member or friend, a traumatic personal event, economic hardship, undesirable living conditions, and much more. The bereavement, isolation, loss of income, and fear caused by the COVID epidemic are true mental health conditions or exacerbating existing ones.
Okay, there's I think there's one more. There's part 2 to it. Just came out, I think, yesterday. So we'll just quickly play this one as well.
How can we identify changes to our mental health? Look out for marked personality changes, particularly extreme mood swings going from very high to very low, and excessive anger, hostility, or violent behavior. Other warning signs include an inability to cope with problems and daily activities, excessive anxieties or prolonged depression and apathy, not seeing a point to life or normal activity. Marked changes in eating and sleeping patterns can also be a sign of mental illness. Thinking or talking about suicide or harming oneself is an obvious sign and requires immediate intervention by calling emergency services. In many instances, we can work towards good mental health every day and prevent it from deteriorating excessively when faced with problems and worries. Experts point to a variety of ways we can promote good mental health. An established routine involving proper sleep, good nutrition, and exercise are fundamentals to mental and physical health. Keeping in touch with others as well as caring and doing things for others promotes healthy relationships, allowing us to reach out to others who are lonely and struggling, or when we ourselves need kindness or assistance. Stay active through exercise and hobbies that you are good at so that you enjoy your time. But also remember to take a break from work, daily routines, and even the news and social media, which can exacerbate feelings of helplessness or inadequacy. Limiting our use of the internet and social media is crucial, as both are rabbit holes of untruths, manufactured realities, and unrealistic expectations. Good mental health relies on us staying grounded in our realities in order to face our own lives with resilience and perseverance. Excessive use of online content takes us away from reality. Practicing mindfulness can be a way of promoting good mental health and helping us to block out these judgments. Still, others may turn to spirituality or faith, finding comfort and peace in prayer. Being a part of a faith or community group can help with a sense of belonging and purpose. As Muslims, we can look to the hardships faced by the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, through physical and mental torture for 13 years, losing friends and family, yet achieving complete peace of mind through connection to God. Striving for that connection ourselves can help in the process of creating peace and contentment within ourselves. But none of this is a guarantee against the onset of a mental illness, which is the culmination of many factors, including brain functions. If any warning signs of a mental disorder are present, it is vital to get help by contacting medical professionals to get a proper diagnosis and seek treatment if necessary. Promoting good mental health must be a priority for every single one of us, as we all face everyday stresses that can overwhelm us, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic that has turned our lives upside down. Many around us will be struggling with more severe mental illnesses, and it is our responsibility to be understanding and accommodating. The impact of deteriorating mental health on our communities and is too great for us to ignore.
That's it, guys. It's such an incredible topic because it's something, mental health is something which everyone goes in and goes through. And I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, everyone was sitting in the Khuddam, the hub in Ijtima, National Ijtima, and they were doing a talk and they were saying, who has mental health here? And no one put their hands up. And then when they explained to us what mental health really means, everyone put their hands up because it's something which we go through every single day of our lives. So there's good and bad. So good mental health is when you're feeling up and uplifted and positive. And of course, the bad mental health is when you're feeling a bit stressed, when you have an assignment, you're going through that. So that also falls under mental health. And there's a different category as well. So those people who are actually terminally ill, have a mental condition, that falls into a different category of psychotic. So psychotic is a completely different category where you actually need medical assistance and you need professionals to look after them. But with those everyday things, those can fall onto the shoulders of ordinary people that we can all look after. So dealing with that is so essential. And through our, some of our cultural backgrounds, through education, because not many people understand it, they write it off very quickly of calling someone, as you heard in the video, of calling them insane or crazy or "Ye pagal hai." The actual thing is that if we don't know how to deal with it, then it's really difficult to get someone through out of that situation. And because I'm in the position where a lot of people call me and a lot of people they ask me for help and just getting through things. One of the only ways and one of the best ways is just giving company to someone and helping them, giving them a helping hand to get through that difficult situation that they're in. And recently, people have been calling me saying they've been struggling, especially since the lockdown started, and what help that we can provide to help them. And I just remembered when I was back in my Jamia days, and our Huzur, he designs our routine for us, and within that routine, right from the morning to the night, there's not one second where you're not doing something, where you're not meeting someone, or where you're not involved in something. And looking at it now, I think one of the biggest blessings is that it stops you from having that time to yourself too much. And that time to yourself can be very dangerous. And those people who do struggle, they struggle most when they're in an isolated position. So one of the greatest remedies is to just get out there, just to meet people. And this is one of the most beautiful things about having a masjid. And this is why I try to encourage many people to try to come to the masjid as much as possible, because just breaking away from your routine and going to pray to Allah and remembering Allah, that subconsciously is taking you out of this mental state of being alone, of feeling isolated, to socializing and to talking to people. And that's why this topic is so important, and it's why so many people are struggling with it in this world, because they don't have that connection with other people. They don't have, like the Jamaat, we're in a community and we're able to discuss things amongst each other and talk to people. They don't have that. So that's why we need to take full benefit of it, and always try to stay in a positive mindset. This is the blessing of having this Jamaat and having this community. I don't know. Has anyone else got any views on this? Unless you're quite opinionated on such topics. Do you have anything to say about mental health, and any tips maybe that you might have gone through?
Some you've probably come across more issues with these anyway, so you're probably the best equipped to answer this. But it's definitely on the rise.
Yeah.
And it's closer to home than most people realize, I think, especially in our communities.
How could we deal with it? What do you think, especially within Jamaat? We have a nizam, but even then people are still struggling. What would your approach be if someone came to you and said,
I would probably go along the lines which you mentioned earlier about meeting people, mingling. I think as a society, we're becoming very concerned about our privacy, so-called privacy at least. Don't call me after this time, don't call me at a short notice, don't invite me to events and all that kind of stuff. I think it all plays a part where we're sort of just closing us off in our own little shells. As you probably know as well, when you were younger, if a guide came to someone's house, there's no way a guide would enter the house and sit for a few minutes, half an hour, have tea or something like that, have a little chat with the Khuddam. But now it's mostly you see them at the door and they're gone, and it just never goes past that. And I think that's a big reason as well. Everyone doing the 9 to 5s and like robots in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such a firm routine.
Yeah.
Routine is a good thing, but such a firm routine, but there's no human interaction other than work.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I totally agree with that. And this is what I've started to realize what Khuddam Lemdi gives us is that it breaks us out of our normal routine and socializing with people who are from the Jamaat, who are doing things to please Allah. And that's the difference between our daily work and our work for Allah, is that you're getting that mental satisfaction as well, that something is benefiting not only you but other people as well. It's community work in a sense. And that's why if you ever look at people who work for communities or work for charities, they are generally happier people. They're generally people who are positive and positive minded and want to help others. And if you think about it in the Jamaat, that's what our work is. Our work is literally with putting in our efforts. You're sitting on your computer planning things so that others can benefit, so that others can um, have some sort of happiness from what you are doing. So it's such an incredible topic. I don't know if we can talk a lot about it, but it's good to think about it just now. What are the benefits of working for the Jamaat and working to please Allah Ta'ala? Jazakallah. I don't know if anyone else. Sabur, is there anything you want to say on this topic? If you're not having your tea. It probably is though. Jalisa, are you able to talk? No. ठीक है. Abir Saab?
Yes. As an interpreter, I had the chance to visit, let's not call it that, but a place where mentally disturbed people are admitted to.
Yeah.
So the main thing of the methods of treatment they use is that they try to get interactive with people. So they take them out, they take them possibly for a day trip, go to locations such as with a lot of greenery, so with fields, maybe go to areas which are very rich and in fresh air,
Yes.
to villages maybe, um, and that has showed me that the best thing to do for a person who is mentally disturbed or is going through mental health is to just talk to them, find them common ground and discuss with them on that thing they like to discuss.
Yeah.
Don't just try to start a conversation on your own topics or on your own interest. Try to understand them, what they like to talk about, and that's the best way to go on about it.
Yeah. Just to share with you guys, I actually, one of the guys who came on a talk a few weeks ago, Dr. Umar Nasir, who works as a psychiatrist, I spoke to him about a particular case and I just wanted to get advice from him. And he was basically saying, just tell me everything about the case, about the person. And once I told him, he noticed and he picked up that this guy has, he does things out of the normal. He goes from one extreme to the other extreme. And that's what was in the video as well. If you ever notice something which is out of the peculiar, if 1 second he's showing like an immense amount of love and then the next moment he's shouting or he's he's showing negative behavior, that's a sign of mental health as well. And if the case that you're dealing with, if the person that's come to you is very critical and it's in a situation where it's beyond your control, and if the person's he's saying he's going to leave the house, he's going to leave the family and everything, then this country has set up a very good system for that. And as I said, because mental health is on the rise as well, so NHS has also caught on to this. So there's a thing called local crisis team, and local crisis team is basically a particular team that's around every area within the UK. And that team is specifically designed to go and help that particular individual. So these are professionals, of course. And these people, they go and they see and assess the situation, the patient, and they see how much they need to go and visit that person or what help they need to give. So I think within our area, there's a number which is 0300 300 0300 3999. A lot of zeros. And that is basically our local one, which is around our area. And this is the number you're supposed to call. So if there's ever a case which is beyond your own control, then do try to go on that, and also type it on Google as well. Type in local crisis team, and then you can find out the local area which you're in and the help that you can get from them. So it's always good to know these things around us and to get as much professional advice that we can. But yeah, for all the everyday things, guys, if you ever notice anyone's a bit down or a bit off, then it is our duty to try and take them out of that situation and try to be the helping hand that we always need. The Holy Prophet ﷺ always taught that, give for your brothers what you would like for yourself as well. And anyone who's going through any difficulties would surely want our help. And if we were in any difficulty as well, we would probably want that help as well. So yeah, guys, don't want to go on too long on this, but this is all basically a build up to try and encourage everyone to try and join this really good event that's happening tomorrow, inshallah. Jazakallah, guys. We'll move on to the next thing now. This is going to be a short one today. We got a small game that we want to play, which is Kasotti. So, Amr, if you want to explain to everyone what Kasotti is. Ji Sanko, do you want to say something?
Assalamu alaikum, Rabbi Sahib. It's Rizwan from Leamington Spa.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I've just joined the meeting late. Fortunately, today I've managed to join the meeting because my work has finished a bit early. I work as a GP, so I'm just latching on to the end of your conversation regarding the mental health issues. Yeah. If you allow me a minute or two, I could just.
I'm happy you came. It's actually divine intervention.
I would love to join your classes on a regular basis. It's just the timing sometimes becomes difficult. I've just finished a COVID clinic. Fortunately, with the help of Allah, these clinics are becoming less busy. So, alhamdulillah, soon, we're seeing things improving. So that's a good thing. In terms of the mental health side of things, I think there was recently also a Talim lecture given by one of the Murabbis. I can't remember his first name, but it was Murabbi Bhatt Sahib. I think Osman Bhatt Sahib, yeah, which is pretty good. So it goes to show that a lot of the mental health, it's important, as you already mentioned, Rob Sahib, to identify changes in people's behavior. A lot of these things could be part of stress, especially now that we're going through a pandemic, social isolation, and possible redundancies, and the financial impact of that in the long term will cause a rise in mental health illness. In our culture, sadly, this is more cultural rather than an element of faith. We sort of don't recognize mental health to be a sort of illness and don't come forward to talk about it. Predominantly with mental health, the most important thing is being able to discuss. So having that confidence to talk to someone and be able to sort of share your emotions. I think we can all relate to the fact that if we've been able to talk to someone we trust, someone who we, after that, we feel quite comforted. And it takes a lot of pressure off our chest, and it eases the stress that we're sort of experiencing. So, within our own sort of local Jamaat, we may experience members going through that. So I think MKA also has a helpline. I'm not able to quote it at the moment. I think it's called wellbeing@mka.co.uk, where members could sort of seek help. But I think within the Jamaat, Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya should have a structure now where members can sort of relate to. But, your GPs are always available. Alongside the GP, there's lots of resources available as well online. So for people, if you're experiencing anxiety or low mood, there's also websites like Mood Juice, Mood Gym, where you can go on and recognize why you experience those symptoms. And once you understand why you experience symptoms of depression or anxiety, which are the most common mental health illnesses, you can address them, so develop skills psychological skills to address them. One of the key elements to this is mindfulness. So where you take your mind away from, so you're trying to distract your mind from the intrusive thoughts that cause you distress. And alhamdulillah, you know, religion helps in that quite a lot. You know, through the verse which we find in most of the mosques, that in the remembrance of Allah does the lie comfort, and you know, astaghfar, reading darood, this in itself is a form of mindfulness. You know, people do yoga, people listen to the noises around them, they do all sorts of types of mindfulness. But we are very fortunate that within our religion we've been taught lots of methods of addressing this, so mindfulness is helpful by, you know, reading your prayers, regular prayers. And one other important thing is that we identify that people who are mostly trouble with mental health, they tend to socially isolate themselves. So again, in Islam, I think, Rabbi Sahib, you are regularly reminding, especially Khuddam, who are able to come to the mosque to attend and socially gather, because within that, Allah Ta'ala has given us an opportunity to socially engage with other people 5 times a day. So that takes away the social isolation that we are experiencing at the moment that leads to mental health. So again, that's another way of interacting with other brothers and other members. So within our faith, alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has given us lots of methods that enable us to tackle mental health in a very easy way. The other thing is that exercise is also a very helpful method of managing mental health and stress. There is also an app called CBT iCoach, which members can use. That also helps with psychological measures of how to manage anxiety and low mood. And sometimes people can also struggle with sleep. There's a very useful free app called Sleepio, which you can utilize to help improve your sleep as well. In the local areas, there's, like, for example, in Leamington, there's a Warwickshire Safe Haven. If you type it in Google, you'll find a safe haven for Birmingham, where members can call that helpline and speak to the local advisors as well. And all over the place, there's a free NHS-based service called Improving Access to Psychological Therapy. Again, that can be Googled, and people can self-refer to these psychological therapies as well. So I thought I'd just briefly add this, Rabbi Zab.
No, Jazakallah, Dr. Jazakallah, that's amazing. You mentioned so many things. I was trying to catch them. You mentioned a few things, a few references. Sleepio, Mind Juice. Was there any other ones that you could?
Yeah. So CBT iCoach is an app. Sleepio app. There's Mood Juice and Mood Gym are websites. There's a very good website called Oxfordshire Mindfulness, which helps with tips of how to be mindful. So these are common things that members can do. Exercise is also a very, very important thing in trying to maintain good mental health as well.
MashaAllah. And yeah, have you ever actually come across any cases where people have gone through those things and you've used these methods and they've come out of it?
Yes, on a regular basis, I encounter, as a GP, encounter about 30 to 40% of consultations are relating to mental health, predominantly relating to depression and anxiety. A lot of the issues that arise are because of like troublesome society. You know, we've got issues with single parents, we've got issues with tarbiyat, we've got issues around alcoholism, and we've got issues around lots of other stressful factors. And the fact is how to cope with them. And, you know, whenever I see this, it gives me an opportunity to praise Allah Ta'ala and thank Him for being able to be a member of a community where, as a part of my faith, as a part of my living method, you know, I can affiliate with features that allow me to tackle these things or cope with these things in a very sort of easy manner. But yes, members, a lot of people find psychological therapy helpful. What happens with psychological therapy is that it enables you to train your mind. So, for example, rather than seeing the glass half empty, you start seeing it half full. So, you know, just like you start, you know, start perceiving things in a positive way. So being thankful for things that you have rather than seeing things that you don't have. So all the features that Islam teaches us of being grateful, thankful towards Allah Ta'ala, and these sort of features that they get trained in, they can sort of adapt and apply to their day-to-day life. So they stop seeing things from a negative perception, because that causes a vicious circle. Once they start seeing things in a negative perception, they sort of lose self-esteem and become more demoralized. Ultimately, obviously, if these things don't work, then there are medications that can be given that help to cause chemical changes in the brain to sort of improve the mood as well.
Yeah, obviously from our Jamati perspective, we're always trying to encourage people to become more social and to, you know, Islam is a religion which encourages gatherings and coming together as a community. But for any advice for Khuddam or young, you know, the older Tfal, what would you say to them in terms of a Jamati, on a Jamati level, how we can get them out of any mental health that they're going through?
Yeah, I mean, mental health illness is quite common amongst children as well. It's difficult to identify because they can't verbalize things in the same way. Obviously, you know, with Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya, you have you get like this sort of, I think it's the right term, Murabbi Atfal, where you get a peer, a Khuddam, who's allocated to an Atfal. I think that system will be quite helpful in this sort of scenario, where you can recognize changes in behavior, anger, irritability in a child who's normally not having accidents, like wetting themselves, suddenly starts to wet himself, or has incontinence, you know, a change in behavior, aggression, not sleeping well. I mean, these things can easily be identified by Khuddam brothers. So if you recognize that, you can think about whether the child is distressed. Why is he distressed? Is there something going on at school? Is there bullying at school? Is there issues at home? Is there issues with domestic violence at home? Again, domestic violence is more of a cultural issue, far from religion. And sadly, we do see a fair amount of it in South Asian cultures. Again, you know, identifying these things can make a big difference. Obviously, when these things sort of go at a higher level, sometimes, you know, medical professionals have to get social services involved in that, this, that, and the other. But I think if, you know, Khuddam can identify these changes in the file, help the family, or just pay a visit or give them a call, speak to the father or something like that, I think it can make a very big difference and avoid things escalating within that family unit. Again, you know, there's very good support available for Atfal as well. There's an organization called Child and Adolescent Mental Health Service. So again, they provide dedicated psychological therapy for the child and family therapy, where the family are trained to work as a unit. On the nhs.uk website, if you type in therapies or websites for Atfal, they will come up with a long list of various different websites that Atfal can utilize, or parents can utilize, to help manage anxiety in Atfal as well.
MashaAllah. Yeah. So many things you're mentioning. I think we need to have another sitting with you, Rizwan Sahab. But if anyone has any questions now, it'd be a good time to ask, as we have you on. I don't know when we'll get you back, but we're going to pray that your job finishes quicker every week on Fridays. You can come more often. But if anyone has any questions, you can put your hands up now. If not, I think we'll move on to. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I thought I'd just jump on, but well, it's not a question; it's more of a suggestion. In case I just would like him, if he can, you know, put them into writing so that we can obviously send across the groups. That would be very helpful, because a lot of guys are not on here right now, and if that is sent out, they'll read it and then the help will be there for them. It'll be very useful if you can write these.
Yeah,
links.
what I can do is I'll do an A4 sheet of paper which will contain links. I think that's the most important things. The links in I suppose a lot of the people are around sort of Birmingham area, so I can send some links that members can utilize. Yeah, that's no problem. I'll forward that onto Murabi Saab and he can share it next time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually thinking exactly the same thing when you were saying it. Everything you were saying, I wanted to make into a nice posters with the links and everything, so that people have it in front of them.
Have you? Were you writing it down or?
No, because misrecorded, we got it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Impossible to catch everything. I was trying to write things when you were saying.
It's just like very, very quick. But yeah,
a lot of usage you're saying. You're telling us, mashallah, Jazakallah. ठीक है. I think that would be good. Jazakallah for that input, man. Really appreciate that. Jazakallah. ठीक है. We'll go to Amr now. Amr, if you want to quickly start the next segment on Kasotti, it'll be good just to explain the rules, how it works. As we talked in Rizwan Sab as well, he talked about building your mental strength. Playing these kind of games also builds your mental capacity and test the waters a bit. So Amr, can you please just explain how this game works, and we'll get into it, inshallah.
Yes, so Kasotti, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it got popular back in Pakistan. Kasotti basically, I believe you split. So how are we doing? Are we splitting it? Are we splitting them into teams or?
I'm not sure. I think we'll play all as one for today, and then if it.
Yeah. So basically, where is one person thinks of a person. It can be a person, an object. You pick a topic. Basically, you think of it, and then you start asking questions till you break it down and think of what that individual, what that person or object is. And the person who answers the questions, they can only answer by saying yes or no. So that's briefly how you play the game.
If you want to could you give an example? If I said so if I start off, if I say, is it a person? Is it a male or female? Is it a male?
So I would say no.
Okay, so I know it's a female now. So then I would say, is it a religious figure?
No, obviously it's just an example here. So
yeah, we just narrow it down until you get to the answer. But one of the main things is that I want to make this a rule as well, that you can't. The moment you ask, is it this person, then it ends for everyone. Because if you keep asking, is it this person, is it this person, then it's not fair. So you have to use your questions wisely, and you only have 3 minutes. I'm putting it 3 minutes today, and you have 20 questions as ammo. So within those 20 questions, you have to try and guess who it is. And by the time ends, you have a chance of trying to guess in one go. So because we're all one team, it's a bit difficult to split everyone up. So whoever wants to ask a question, they can put their hands up, and then you can ask your question
first.
So Amr is going to think of a person, and he's going to DM me, private message me on the Zoom, and then you guys just have to try and narrow it down. Is that okay? Have you guys played this game before?
I have.
Okay.
Plenty of times.
Same.
Good. So you guys are used to it. We actually play this in Jamia as well. It's actually one of our main competitions in the year, Kasotti. We have about five different houses, and we choose the 2 best people to try and win that competition. It's actually a really fast game, and it's amazing when they actually do find out who the person is that they're thinking of. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen, and then I'll try now. I'll keep writing how many questions you have left, and also there's a timer of 3 minutes. So give me 1 second, everyone. All right.
Wait, we only have 2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh, normally it's like 20 questions.
Yeah, but I want to keep it quick.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, guys. Amr, you sent it?
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys, you have 20 questions. You can start when I start the clock. Okay. Wait, how do you see what the question is here? So we're just gonna try this out. It's the first time we're playing this. So let's, inshallah, if it goes well, then we try and implement it more into Khuddam night. So 3 seconds starting from now. Go, guys.
Is he in this room? I mean, in this chat?
I know.
No.
19. Sorry, say again?
Is it a person? A human being?
Yes.
Male.
Yeah.
Celebrity?
Well, he's a well-known figure, so would that class as a celebrity?
Is the MD?
Yes. Well, nothing. Yes.
Passed away.
No.
Alive.
MD. MD?
No. I think that was two.
Yeah.
What is he? White, black, Asian?
That's 3 questions.
Oh right.
You can say yes or
I
no.
always start playing this. Sorry.
You can say yes or no.
So
Is he an MD?
I would answer that. I said no.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, we asked 2 questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he Asian?
No.
12 questions.
Is he a scientist?
No.
11 Kura.
Is he royalty?
What do you mean by royalty?
From the royal family?
No.
No.
A politician?
Yes.
Oh. In UK?
Yes.
Is it Boris?
Was I yes?
Yeah, it was a yes.
Oh, okay, it was Boris Johnson.
Okay, well done.
That's an easy one.
It took you a while to get it. Sure. See, so
I
you
think,
guys,
the politician gave it away when I asked that.
you guys got the hangs of it now. So you got it within 13 questions. So who wants to go next? Does anyone else want to give a suggestion? You can think of literally anything, and we'll try to guess it.
I got a person. Ruby sub.
Okay. Do you wanna text it to me quickly on the Zoom? Private text it, so that I know who as well. This is Takreem, yeah?
Probably gonna be a footballer.
Tika. All right. So you guys have 3 minutes. I'll quickly reset the questions. 20 questions. Let's go. Time's going. Let's go.
Male or female?
Zoom call.
One at a time, guys.
A male.
Yeah.
Well,
a footballer.
is
Yeah, he's a footballer.
I called it.
Okay.
Does he play in the Premier League?
Yes.
Does he play for Man United?
Yes.
Is it Marcus Rashford?
No.
Guys, like I said at the beginning.
We lost. You guessed the person.
Yeah, guys, you can't. If you ask this person, then you kind of forfeit the game.
Don't we normally have 3 guesses?
No.
Oh, wow.
What? I thought just wasted.
What's gonna happen now?
I just wasted the question if you ask it. Is he a forward player for Man United?
Let's carry on. But next time, guys, don't ask, is it this person, until you're certain is that person. Otherwise, it's pretty much finished. Tika. So you know it's Manchester United. You know it's a football player. You have 16 questions to go.
Is he a forward player for Man United?
No.
Is he midfield?
No.
Does he still? Oh, actually, no, that's
You've narrowed it down now, guys. Come on.
Is he black?
They don't know the third position. No. Shut up, fam. No.
You're so close. Come on.
Give me praise.
Does his name start with a B?
No.
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 Could be defender.
Is he a goalkeeper?
Defender in Man United team.
Why are you searching Google?
No, I'm not searching Google.
Kareem, I think you didn't answer the question.
No, someone said goalie. I said no, it's not goalie.
Okay. 11 questions to go, guys.
Is he a centre back? I know. Is he centre back?
Does he captain the club?
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes is a brilliant centre back.
Oh God! How do you ask for green, man?
10 questions and 1 minute to go.
What? Oh no, they said it was centre back.
Honest boy, come on.
I asked if he captains the team. Does he captain the team or not?
Is he English?
Kareem, did you hear that question? Does he captain the team?
Yeah, yeah.
He is English.
Yes, that's 2 questions gone.
Kareem, does he captain the team?
Maguire.
Captain of team.
If you want to say that mistake, I want to say the answer, yeah? No one.
Is he captain then?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
He's captain in the English.
Is his initials HM?
Just say the person's name. Yes, it is.
No, Harry Maguire.
I think you got it. Yeah. Is that right, Kareem?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, mashallah. Within more questions used this time. I think it was easier. I don't know why this guy didn't get it. Okay. All right. Sabur, do you want to think of someone? Sabur?
Yep.
All right. If you want to quickly text me it, and then I'll quickly reset this.
All right.
Okay. Okay, guys. Just going forward. If you want to say the person, just say I want to say the person, or whoever it is, and then we'll go from there. Okay. You good? Don't put it on so everyone can see it.
Come on, man.
I don't know if anyone's gonna get that. Chala.
Wait, who's going next?
Sabur says Sabur is doing it.
Okay.
So you got your time starts now. 1 at a time, guys.
Is it male?
Yep.
Passed away.
Nope.
Celebrity.
Nope.
MD.
Yep.
In UK.
Yep.
In Birmingham.
Nope.
London.
Yep.
Well, was that yes for Khalifa or London?
Who said Khalifa?
I said is it Khalifa?
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Is it a Murabi?
Nope.
Has he appeared in MTA?
Yep.
Is he part of the Amla?
Nope.
Your Khuddam.
Nope.
Yeah, Murabi.
Nope.
That was already answered.
Yeah, that was answered.
So that doesn't count. Back to it.
Is he a host on MTV?
Nope.
Is it a Tifl?
Nope.
So I said Ansar.
Yep.
Wait, what? No, that was a statement.
That wasn't a question. That wasn't a
That was the question. Okay.
That wasn't a question.
Use your head.
5 questions, guys. Come on. Still got good time. Still got about a minute. Just over a minute.
Is he related to you?
No, wait. Does he work close to Azul?
Yep.
Does he write diaries?
Nope.
Oh no.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one.
He's not in the Amla, but he's close to Huzur.
What's the Amla?
MTA.
It's not part of MTA, but I've answered it already anyway.
Sorry.
Wait, but he
Nope.
Is he known as Imam Saab?
Nope.
One question.
Private secretary.
Last question.
Private secretary, sir.
Nope.
All right, guys.
No one was gonna guess it anyways.
All right, guys. You want to say it?
Is it Hazur's driver?
No.
Tommy Shelby.
Thomas Jovine. Tommy Cullen, guys. It's Tommy Cullen, guys.
Yeah, he was the former Sadr, Khuddam Ahmadiyya, former Sadr UK.
So he's got a link to Khuddam Ahmadiyya, guys. Gotta be more specific with your questions.
You know what I mean? That was a hard one anyway. I wouldn't have guessed that if I was on the other side.
Yeah, acha. Who else wants to think of one? Zaryab, do you want to think of one? If you're there.
Yes, what's up?
Do you want to think of someone?
Who can I think? Can it be anyone?
Anything in the world.
You could also think of a geographical location
Yeah.
or an item, like a pencil or a toothbrush.
Yeah. Person, place, or thing.
Okay. Yeah.
You go on. Okay, just
Yeah.
text it to me on the Zoom. Direct message it. And then
Yeah, make sure you add me to that, yeah?
Tommy Cullen. What do you think of Tommy Cullen?
I don't know, because of the link to Khuddam Ahmadiyya, so I just thought
I like that.
that came.
I like that. Okay, guys. 3 minutes to go. Z, you sent it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, this is easier. I think people can get this one. So your time starts now, guys. One at a time, if you can ask your questions.
Is he male?
Yes.
In UK?
No.
America.
Is it a celebrity?
No.
Answered?
No, I said America. Is he in America?
Yes.
Is he an actor?
Huh?
Is he an actor?
Nah.
Singer. Not a celebrity.
Oh.
No.
No, like that was already answered.
Is he a YouTuber? Is he a YouTuber?
No.
Is it MD?
No.
In politics.
Yes.
Is it Trump?
Is he?
No.
Is he the current president of the
No.
United States? Okay.
Has he been the president?
Yes.
Has he got a tower?
Is he black? Is he black?
Yes.
Which
Is
one are
it
you?
Barack Obama?
Is it Obama?
Yeah.
I got that one.
That was good.
We
Mashallah.
nailed it down quick.
We're in less than a minute, just over a minute. Yeah, mashallah. Musli, I think that was you. Musli, do you want to think of someone now?
Yeah. I'll message you.
Good. That was good one, mashallah. See, if you do things that people can't guess, I think are a bit easier. Some of them are quite hard. TK. That was good. I think who's on the ask? Is it in America? I think that's what did it. And in politics as well. Those two questions. I think when
is this too hard?
I remember doing it in Wolverhampton. No, that's good. I was doing it in Wolverhampton, and so I think it was Zaid who comes on Khuddam. Like he did it like literally within 2 questions. Mashallah. But I want to do this like inter-qiyadat competitions. I think it'll be good. But I think Musta sent his thing now, so I'll just play the time, and you guys please send in your questions quickly.
Male.
Yeah.
UK.
Is he from UK?
Nah.
America.
Pakistan.
No.
America.
Hey.
What?
Yeah.
America. Okay.
Did you say yes or no for religious?
No.
Is he a governor?
Yeah.
Politician.
Yeah.
Current president.
No.
Former president. Trump.
I think you should do it.
No.
Do what he's known for. Muslim.
Did he own $1 billion company?
Probably.
No. Now, Murabbi, I think I have to explain the politician bit because.
Explain it then. You should have asked it.
No, you shouldn't. You should do what the person's known for. I think it becomes easier that way.
A celebrity.
Yeah.
Okay, a celebrity.
A sportsman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Football. Do you have a company named after him?
No, not football.
Is it a basketballer?
No.
Oh. Do you have a company named Does he have a company?
Sportsman and a politician, so.
Golf.
Yeah, he does. He does have a company.
Is it golf?
No.
He doesn't have a company.
A former politician who is a.
Are you idiot? Are you deaf? Are you dumb?
Yeah, he was a former politician.
Okay. A former politician who's now a sports player.
Eh?
Other way around.
Run,
Other way around.
No, that's not
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Even Siri wants to find out.
Nah, you can't try again.
Pakistani. Shut up, man. No.
No.
That wasn't a question. That wasn't a question.
Does he play baseball?
No.
Is he a cricketer?
No.
American football.
Does he play ice hockey?
No.
Oh, Brady. Oh, is he part of the NFL? Whatever they're called.
No.
Yeah, time's up. Does anyone else? Does anyone want to guess?
Hayes Jones.
Chris Gale. Curtis Jones.
It sounds like you're saying the N-word.
Someone has been saying it, but they didn't actually have the confidence to say it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I said, is he an actor? You said no. Exactly.
I said yeah.
Never. You said no. I never even heard that.
I said yeah.
Oh.
How is he a politician? Was he a politician?
Everything.
He's a governor of
He
California.
was the former 38th thingy of California.
We wouldn't have this issue if you would speak on top of each other.
Yep. Schwarzenegger is a member of the Republican Party. There you go.
38th governor.
I think that was a good one. I don't think it was hard. It's hard. Politics and sports are different.
I told you it would have been too hard to resolve.
Yeah, no, I thought they would got it. Okay, Chalo, I think we do one last one and then we'll play Kahoot after that. Qasim, I think it only makes sense if you think of someone.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be a person, as you said.
Scientist. Anyone but a scientist.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Who's doing the last one? Do you want me to send you someone?
or I've thought of a place.
Qasim doing it.
He told us it's a place.
I'll start from 19 questions.
Place, watch. I'll start leaning tower of pizza.
Okay, fine. Chalo boys, whenever you guys ready, it's gonna be tough.
Is it a location? Shut up.
Now I already said it.
What?
You made it
Yes,
easy.
it's a location.
Is it in America?
Is it in the UK?
No,
Is it in Europe?
no,
Is it in Pakistan?
Which question did you answer?
Asia?
no.
Is it in Antarctica? Africa. Africa.
Yes.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Huh? What location?
West Africa.
Where is it?
Africa or Antarctica? Is it Africa?
It's Antarctica. That's the answer.
What location?
Oh, there's no place in Antarctica.
Is that the answer?
Antarctica.
That's the answer.
Yeah, Antarctica.
Is that the answer?
Yes, it is.
What? What? Yeah, what? How do you know what's in Antarctica? There's nothing to guess in Antarctica.
Wait, have you said the answer? Or is it in?
Antarctica.
No, that's the answer.
Oh,
Oh.
This is not a guess.
Listen, I expected someone that was Azam, bro. You might come with Antarctica.
very general place.
Begging for a location and you just
Yeah, one last. Sabur, I think we do your one. I think that was a good one.
Last one.
Yeah, last one. I thought that was Qasim who messaged me, but you know. So we'll go with this one, so everyone can start asking now. This is from. Okay.
Patient.
Sabur, is it location?
Yeah.
Is it in America?
Nope.
The UK.
Nope.
Is it in Europe?
Nope.
Africa.
Africa.
Nope.
Asia.
Asia, but you gotta break it down, obviously.
Is it East Asia?
Yeah.
Is it religious? Is it Russia?
Nope. Russia.
Asia.
Idiot.
Is it in China?
Nope.
Is it in North Korea?
Nope.
Japan.
In Africa.
Nope.
Is it in Pakistan?
Is it a city? Is it a city?
Pakistan, East Asia.
Nope.
Hong Kong.
Nah, he said it's not a city.
City.
Is it a forest?
Nope.
Is it important to our religion?
Nope.
Is it the
an
Seven
island?
Wonders?
That was 2 questions. Sorry, I missed that. 2 questions.
Is it an island?
Nope.
Is it the Seven Wonders?
Mongolia.
Nope. And nope.
Is it Taiwan?
What was that?
Is it Taiwan?
No.
Is it rural or urban?
No.
Is it urban?
Malaysia.
By the time you find out if it's rural, urban, all your
Wait,
questions.
but we said all the countries.
Tells you if it's the countryside or not.
Indonesia.
Guys, a country in Asia. Come on, man.
Indonesia.
No.
Is it China?
Sri Lanka.
We said that.
That's it, guys. The questions are up.
Is it North
Papua New Guinea. Papua New
Come
Guinea.
on, man.
Zabur, do you want to give one clue so that these guys can actually?
Yeah, they've got a monarchy there. They've got a king.
Cambodia.
Oh my.
Yeah. Vietnam.
It's a huge destination for white people going for holidays.
Whoa.
Oh,
Maldives.
No. That's 2 clues I've given already. Their king died 2-3 years ago, and they have to reinstate a new king.
Come on, guys. This is geography knowledge. This is why we do K News, man. So we.
Bangladesh.
Oh.
Bhutan.
It's Thailand.
Is it Jerusalem?
Thailand.
Jerusalem isn't that in South, West Asia?
Thailand. Can't believe no one got that.
Oh, it was Thailand.
Terrible.
Oh, I thought that was somewhere else.
So we learned today that Thailand is in Asia. Jazakallah, guys. We're going to play Kahoot now. So I'm going to load up Kahoot. Today was actually supposed to be one of the shorter days. I don't know why it's gone longed out. It's good we had sometimes when I don't plan for K-Talks, sometimes it just happens. So it's good we had Rizwan someone talk about mental health. And also Kasotti, man. Kasotti is good. I realize a lot of you guys don't know your general knowledge. Something we need to work on. Mohammed, tell us a little bit about Kahoot today.
Right, Kahoot is probably the... Sorry. Kahoot is going to be quite long today. There's 28 questions, and there's a mixture of general knowledge and we have Islamic, religious questions. So
I hope your internet's not lagging today.
hopefully not. No, my internet.
We had Qasim last week who left because of the lagging internet. Antarctica. Oh, yeah.
Is that how you spell it? Is it with a C?
Yeah.
Antarctic.
There's no C there, is there?
No, there's
Antarctica.
No, there's a C in it. Antarctica.
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 Autocorrect, so it's the right spelling.
Yeah, Antarctica. Yeah. There's two C's in it. You didn't have to get rid of the name. It's fine. Be confident. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that was the hardest one. What was the first one we had?
Tommy Cullen.
Yeah, Tommy Cullen was hard.
First one, it was Boris.
Oh yeah. Boris, we got. How many did we get right? Boris, Antarctica,
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire. That took too long, man. Don't know why no one got that.
Because he's rubbish player.
And the Antarctica one as well.
We were like, Antarctica. He was like, yep. Like, what place in Antarctica? Oh, there are no cities in Antarctica.
It's a weird pin I just read.
I don't think there are any cities in Antarctica.
Maybe not. Probably one of the biggest places with no
Yeah.
cities, you know?
I mean, I could have just picked North Pole as well.
Cheek, I think we start now, Amir.
I don't see Jalise in.
Jalise. I don't think Jalise.
Until I can't start it without Jalise.
Jalise left. No, Jalise left.
Okay, let's start.
Man left without saying bye.
Oh no, man.
Peak.
I was even calling him out. He wasn't talking.
Man was like, start. I don't see Jalise.
Which of the following is the largest Muslim country in the world by population? Saudi Arabia, Iran, Indonesia, or Pakistan? Okay, done.
Oh, and that is in Asia, guys.
Not Antarctica.
I remember we had this question before for some reason.
Gosh, if it's not good, mashallah.
Second question is, which of the following is the third holiest city in Islam? The third holiest city in Islam: Makkah, Medina, Istanbul, or Jerusalem?
How do you measure that?
Good question, Marisa.
By population, maybe, or I don't know.
Seeing people's hearts.
So yeah, the correct answer is Jerusalem.
Majid.
Third question, this is from the Khutbah summary. What was the name of the battle that has been mentioned today that took place between the Muslims and the Romans? The Battle Ahad, Battle Adar, the Battle of Sawari, or the Battle of Ditch? Oh, sorry, it's meant to say the Battle of Ahad.
That's what I was going to say. Baitul is a mosque, isn't it?
Sorry.
Trying to write battle.
Give autocorrect or something.
2 people fell for 3 people. I think I've never heard of these mosques before.
Battle of Sawari.
Oh man.
Rugby sub, I haven't done this before.
Guys, Muslim came first last week because he knew
And the week before.
The most popular drink that doesn't contain alcohol is coffee. True or false?
Popular drink that doesn't contain alcohol.
That's true.
Really?
Yep.
Not water.
Funny you say this, no?
Water drink.
Isn't it?
What is the oldest swimming stroke? Is it a breaststroke, backstroke, front crawl?
Oldest.
The oldest swimming stroke.
Has to be a good old front, you know? Can anyone do butterfly, by the way? Can anyone swim? Butterflies like
It didn't go well.
Go on, Pakistan. I think that's that must be the one and only Hazik.
It's me. It's not even Hazik.
That's it.
That's why you had your name beside the Pakistan flag.
Yeah.
All right. So next question: which European country is divided into areas called cantons? Belgium, Switzerland, France, or Germany?
Cantons. Canton. Canton.
What does it mean, cantons?
Such a
Yeah, the correct answer is Switzerland.
I think it's because they have the most islands in the world. A subdivision of country established for political or administrative purposes.
Come on.
Oh yes. Right.
Who currently holds the first rank in the tennis ranking? Andy Murray, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, or Novak Djokovic?
Roger Federer. Is that how you spell his name?
Djokovic.
Roger.
Roger that.
Is he Russian?
Djokovic. Where's Djokovic from again? Isn't it?
He's
Serbia.
Slovenia, isn't it?
Serbian beast. Still first, man. He's been smashing it for so many years
True
now.
or false? The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in 532 AD.
No, no. Oh my days.
Rubby you saved me. I was gonna click true and then you said no.
I was saying no because I chose the wrong one.
Come on.
Oh, he's the same.
I wanted to ask you something in regards
I was gonna click false.
because a lot of people say that he was born 531. Is that right? Or is it 530?
532. Is it 531?
It's 532, man.
Yeah.
So why did I get wrong?
Yeah, why did I get wrong?
Which one?
The mob literature is 5.
The correct answer was false.
It's 532.
No, it's not. It's 530.
Ooh, we need to search up.
It says 570.
Or
Yeah.
570.
Yeah, it's 570. It's not even
Don't
530.
zoom in, bro. It's all right. We can see.
570. Sometimes 571.
Okay.
Yeah, 570 on Al-Islam.
Who was the first Imam of the Shia Muslims? Muhammad ibn Ali, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Hassan ibn Ali, or Ali ibn Musa?
He was the first Imam of Shia Muslims.
Have you ever learned this in Jamia, Rabbi Saab?
I got it right, so I must have.
I thought it's Hassan.
Hazrat Ali.
Oh.
They're all Ali.
Ali,
Are
yeah.
those his kids?
Hazrat Ali. First Imam was in the first.
On Humayun. What is the national bird of India? Is it a flamingo, the stork, the pigeon, or peacock?
You have a natural bird.
I was thinking it'd be a fighter jet.
Funny.
I didn't know that. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, so the correct answer is peacock.
Nice, because all the Bollywood movies have it in it. They shove it in the hair.
Is it? Oh, my days. I don't watch Bollywood movies, so I can't.
Nah, not anymore ever.
Must have just got exposed. Oh, man.
Zaryab, are you Obama?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with Z.
I'm just Zaryab. Not nothing special.
What color is the cross on the Greek flag? Is it blue, white, red, and yellow?
The most used color in all flags.
Greek. That's tough. What the flip?
Oh my god.
So guys, I made it a bit hard for you, because the answer is white, but for those of you who thought it was blue, the blue is actually the red box.
I thought there was blue.
Yeah, there's a blue man. Check it.
I swear the flag is blue.
No. So the flag itself
the
is
flag's blue, but the cross is
flag blue.
Cross is white.
But the cross is white.
Peak, man.
What's the flag with the blue cross? Is it
Finland, I think.
Iceland?
Finland, Finnish.
That's my country.
Oh yes.
Whose country is Finland?
Finnish.
Okay.
Coming up.
Next question. How many wives can a man have at the same time in Islam? Is it 2, 4, 6, or 8?
I should know this.
One is enough. One is enough.
You did 6.
Yo, put 6. Man's on it.
Oh man.
You get one.
You man need to calm your aspirations.
A female can lead a congregation of prayer.
Come on, man.
Not that long.
Oh man. There's some funny Khuddam, man. So yeah, sorry. You guys got the answer before I even said it.
Bro, you were staggering, bro. Like, go. I'm like, what?
Oh man. Right. Paradise lies under the feet of your mother. So where's the quote from? The writings of the Prophet Messiah, the Friday sermon of Hazur Aqdas, so the sayings of the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, or is it the Holy Quran? And everyone got it right. Everyone got it right apart from one who chose the Holy Quran.
Is that using them?
Oh,
nah, bro, I'm on levels, man. Though.
Pakistan is killing it, man. Who's the Pakistan again?
Don't watch that still.
Oh, what's she got?
Which countries men use the most?
They're not Pakistan.
Japan, China, New Zealand, or South Africa.
Oh, must be that one.
That's a hard one, isn't
it? Do you guys use deodorants much?
Yeah.
Not really. Antiperspirant more.
Links all the way, man.
China has the most number of men, so surely they use the most number of deodorants.
Thought it'd be China, you know.
They probably.
That question does not make sense.
No, China makes the most.
In which city was Titanic built? Birmingham, Belfast, or Brighton?
Bro, what's it? Yeah.
So it was Bristol.
That's someone from London trying to get an accent.
You know that pool Birmingham, yeah? There's no sea in Birmingham. Like, there's no.
Nah, the anchor was made here, though.
Birmingham Beach.
Anchor was made in Birmingham.
Made in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Black country, innit? That man knows that.
What volunteer prayer is offered during the month of Ramadan after performing Isha namaz? Tahajjud, Tarawih, Qasr, or Ishraq?
Bro, Bishop, there's a module of the anchor, but you know where Shakil Bai lives? The new convert.
Yeah.
There's a module right next to it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Mubisa, what is that Qasr namaz? The QASR which you wrote down. Is that the same as doing Qasr?
Yeah, Qasr.
Sure. I put
True or false? Iblis is a name given to an angel.
Come on, man.
Depends what time in history.
Maybe sub you on fifth place.
Yeah, man, that deodorant question killed me.
That was
Right.
meant to be China. I don't know what happened.
This is Pakistan oppressing there.
From which language was the name ketchup derived? Italian, Portuguese, Chinese, or Greek?
Ketchup. Ketchup.
Up.
Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah, it is China for now, for real.
Ketchup? I'm trying to say it in Chinese accent.
Oh, is it Chinese though? I thought it would be like Greek.
I can't imagine Chinese.
Yeah, same here. I use Greek as well.
Which is a country with the biggest population in Europe? Russia, Holland, United Kingdom, or France?
Oh, no, yeah.
Russia is huge though.
But is Russia in Europe though?
Russia, yeah, half of it is.
Tricky question that.
Oh, it's actually right.
So indeed, Russia's in Eastern Europe.
I could have got that, but I went for France.
Yeah, I went for France.
Mental wealth.
Obama.
I'm assuming mental wealth is Dr. Sab, Rizwan Sab. Which city of Pakistan is this located in? Karachi, Sialkot, Peshawar, or Islamabad?
It's from the ends, man. What is this place?
What is it called again? This is called
Bridge, innit?
Bab Khyber. So correct
It's
answer.
written there Peshawar anyway, on the bridge.
Oh, did it say on it? I didn't
Yeah,
clock.
it's written Peshawar on the bridge, innit?
I tried to use a picture that didn't give a clue, man.
Come on, man. Take that question out.
No, fam.
Nah, that's not fair for us if you can't read Urdu.
So this is
How come I can read that then?
God, African saying it, man.
Can't read Urdu.
So this is called the Bab Khyber. So it's like a so you know how we have the Big Ben to symbolize London and central London. So that's the same way to symbolize the Khyber, the Pakhtunkhwa, which is basically Peshawar. So
Is that your London Bridge?
It's more of an at the start of like the city, so it's like a welcome thing sign.
Bab Khyber.
So you know we have welcome to Birmingham on the M42. That's it.
By the way, it's a restaurant as well in Birmingham for you if you guys want to check it out.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
You know Amar's been there already, you know.
So Bab Khyber is a monument situated at the entrance of the Khyber Pass in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan.
Riyadh knows his facts, man.
So, alright. So what is the point value of the pink ball? Pink ball in snooker, is it 1, 3, 5, or 6?
Snooker days.
In a long time.
Yeah. Too long.
Yes. So the correct answer is 6. Obama's coming up.
Made a big jump.
Pakistan's got every question right.
Obama's no Obama. Pakistan is smashing it.
Sounds in the ball.
Eid al-Fitr is celebrated during the month of Ramadan. True or false?
It's not during, it's after.
It's still part of the month of Ramadan, though, isn't it?
Okay. That's what I said.
Right.
During.
So, Murabi Sabi, I don't know, so you can correct me on this. So from my own research, Eid al-Fitr is celebrated after the month of Ramadan, so the first 3 days of Shawwal or Shawwal.
Your question is misleading still.
Cheeky question, I guess.
Say we take the question rights away from Amar from now on.
Timu Pukti. Who's Timu Pukti?
Timo Pukki, I think.
As of today, which team is on top of the Premier League? Man United, Man City,
Sheffield United.
Liverpool, or
I don't see Liverpool. Liverpool there.
United. Liverpool.
Oh, these guys. Mashallah. Who's
in
Pakistan?
what year did Coronation Street first air on ITV? 1940, 1950, 1960, 1970?
Coronation
I never watched it.
1960.
Into ITV, guys. Oh my god, how many so many people get that?
Timo Pukki.
How does Haziq know this stuff?
What was the most downloaded app of 2020? Was it WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram?
Oh, you forgot TikTok, man. It was TikTok.
TikTok is the one, man.
I thought TikTok was the answer.
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, man.
Yeah, it's WhatsApp.
And back.
I'll confirm it, but from
Still
what?
downloading 2020.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
No.
No.
600 million installs.
They bought Google, that's why.
Got TikTok.
Oh.
I can't imagine anyone who doesn't have WhatsApp. Back in the day, we used to text each other.
MSN.
BBM.
Messi saw his name on.
How many pounds are in a stone? 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, only one person got that right. Who was it?
Pakistan must be.
Oh, Cash and
It's been a tough one today, huh?
Vanilla comes from what flowers? Rose, orchid, blossom, or lily?
Tough one.
Oh, most of it got that right. Muslim third.
Must didn't come first today.
Timo Pukki.
Yes!
Who's Timo Pukki?
Pakistan Zindabad.
Wow, Haziq.
Pakistan is always.
Who's Pakistan? This is Sabur.
Me. The green.
Actually, you. Oh. Sabur, where are you? Where did you finish?
Bro, I came 8th or 10th or something. It started well, didn't it? It started giving some misleading questions.
The rubbish today. I say we strip them out of the question rights from now on.
Yep. So, Anas, please jump on that, please. I'll give you full legal rights to shut down this. Jazakallah, guys. Really appreciate everyone coming. I think it's almost namaz time now. It's been a good one. Did you guys like playing Kasotti? Just want to get feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was my first time trying. It was okay.
I heard a lot more voices in Kasotti than I have any other.
Where's Qasim gone?
Jazakallah. Qasim.
Antarctica.
I jumped off. He went to Antarctica. All right, guys. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.